This is episode 639, and today we're going to be talking about investigating 6 tricks and tips to increase your focus. Focus has been a very interesting topic over the past several years, and a lot of us are training ourselves actually not to focus by using smartphones consistently, and we're not comfortable with boredom. We have to continually be doing something, and that can cause some problems with work and in life. So we're going to take a look at that. But have you ever found it hard to complete a task because it feels as though your mind is racing, all over the place, and you're looking at the shiny objects, and it's too hard to concentrate on finishing what you set out to do, right? So it may be that you're going to be composing a lengthy email or writing a report or doing or reading some chapters for studying, and you sit down and do it, and you get 4 sentences into the chapter and you're going, I can't do this. And just you get up, walk around, and it takes you forever. Finally, you close the book, say, I'll do it later. And then you go to YouTube and look for something around there, right? So it happens, and it's easy for most of us to become distracted from time to time. Yes, we can be. But there are several ways to calm and control your mind so that you can achieve what you set out to. Right? It's this shiny object syndrome, or squirrel, 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 and we keep allowing ourselves to be distracted. But the important thing to remember here, you allow yourself to be distracted so you can control yourself to be focused. This is all in your control. So try these strategies that we're going to go through. It may help with your productivity. Even, here's the key, even if let's just say you're reading a chapter and you get to 4 sentences and you get distracted. Even if you get to 6 sentences, you've increased your focus. Then you do it again and again. It's just this. We want to, with focus, like a lot of other things I've talked about, we want to use the principle of Kaizen, a little bit better every day. So if you read 3 sentences today, read 4 tomorrow, read 5 the next day, read 6 the next day, read 7 the next day, right? And if you're writing a report, write 3 sentences today, write 4 sentences, right? It's this Kaizen, but just do it a little bit. When we go from being completely distracted to trying to be absolute laser focused, we're going to get frustrated because we haven't trained our mind. It's like going to the gym, going, hey, I'm going to do 100 sit-ups today. And you get to the gym and you do 3 and you're burning already. It's like, okay, then you stop. But if you can look at doing 3 today, 4 tomorrow, 5 the next day, then things will progress. So let's take a look at these. First one, start early. When first thing in the morning is when we have the most willpower, the most energy. Normally speaking, there are those other individuals, maybe they peak in the afternoon, but generally speaking, start early. And when you start early, you can have more willpower, more mental power, more mental energy to put it into a single purpose, right? Focus. Focus means follow one course until successful. One course. So you follow it. And we have that ability early in the morning. Late in the afternoon and the evening, we're pretty much wiped out. And that's where we become mindless, sit in front of Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, and we just go numb. We don't focus. We just stare. So start early. Try it. I think you will like it. Schedule breaks. Often we want to put in these marathon, oh, I'm going to start work at 6 and I'm going to go until 12 and no take any breaks. It's been proven that the body needs a break as well as the mind. And so whether you use the Pomodoro method, which is 20 minutes working, 10 minutes, or the Elderian rhythm, which is about every 90 minutes you take a break, what I would offer is the maximum 90 minutes. I work with my clients and go 50 minutes focus, 10 minutes break. And that 10-minute break means you get up away from your desk, walk around, drink some water. If you can, go outside, get some fresh air, but you get completely away. A break doesn't mean finish the report or take a break on the report and then go check emails because you're still sitting at your desk. We need to have that physical movement and the distraction from focusing and the mental break as well. So start early, take breaks, schedule yourself for about 50 minutes of focus time, take a 10-minute break, hydrate, move around. Those things will work wonders. The other is, yes, live healthy. If you have sugar first thing in the morning, you're going to crash really easy. If you have too much caffeine, I'm not saying coffee is bad or caffeine is bad, but if you have too much, you will also crash. If you have food that makes you lethargic, right? We want to eat healthy to maintain our brain power so that we can focus. If we're full of contaminants, our brain's not going to work, our focus isn't going to work, and we're going to wonder what's going on when all we have to do is look down and see what we're drinking, if we're drinking soda or are we drinking water with electrolytes. Are we eating healthy foods, some proteins and some vegetables, or are we eating donuts and biscuits and gravy? Right? We want to take a look at how we're living because our nutrition feeds every cell, including our brain cells, our body cells, all of it. And if we're not eating correctly, our brain's going to falter. So living healthy is critical in maintaining your focus and actually increasing it. Develop mindfulness. That is, put your mind on what is happening right now to you. Great exercise, mindfulness eating. Take an orange, look at it, smell it, take your time with it, see the skin, then open it up and look at the oil juicing out of it, and take your time and then put a slice of orange in your mouth and let it sit. Mindfulness eating takes a very long time, but it teaches you to be mindful of what you're doing. I could go through the whole process of eating an orange, but it would be an hour and a half long podcast. So I'll just say that being mindful. Where are you right now? Are you paying attention to where you are, or is your mind someplace else? Being mindful is knowing where you are and what you're doing at all times. A lot of times, the opposite of mindful is mindless, and when we drive, we're usually that. We drive so much on automatic that we can think of something else, and that creates mindlessness. But when we can create mindfulness, paying attention to what we're doing, what we're feeling, how we're breathing, paying attention to all the little things, that can create and help increase our focus. Meditate. Meditate is kind of a mindfulness practice, but there are so many different types of meditation, right? Meditation is just observing, being present to what you're doing. You can close your eyes, focus on your breath. You have a thought go by, you watch it fly by, you don't grab onto it. You could meditate by walking in nature and just being observant of nature, watching it, not taking a walk and thinking about something else. You can close your eyes and count your breaths, whatever that is. So meditation is a very specific type of mindfulness, but it also can help increase your focus. Eliminate distractions. So you wake up early, you're going to start doing your work. You want to turn off your cell phone or turn it on mute and put it away in another room. You want to keep all communication applications turned off on your computer, and you just open up the program that you need to do your work, whether it's a Word document, whether it's an Excel spreadsheet, whether it's a program that you're using at work or even for yourself. But you eliminate all distractions, except for there is proven sound and music that can help with focus. So I don't consider that a distraction. But if you're listening to some high energy music and you start singing along with it, that would provide a distraction. if you're doing something like writing. If you're cleaning your house, that's a different story. But we want to eliminate, we want the environment to be conducive to support focus. And if you know you're going to be distracted, if the TV is on, if your smartphone is on, if all of the apps are on your computer and you're being pinged regularly, that's going to remove you from your task. So you're not going to be able to keep your focus. So eliminating and guarantee. So if we're looking at focusing for 50 minutes, nothing's going to happen in that 50 minutes that's so bad, that's so important that the company's going to shut down, the world's going to end. You can still work for 50 minutes completely focused, undistracted, and still get a lot accomplished. So keep in mind that you and you only are in control of your focus. If you allow yourself to be sidetracked, that is you. That is your choice to be sidetracked. When you start to own the fact that you control your focus, then you will be able to improve your focus. Don't believe the myth of multitasking. Multitasking has been proven so many times to be inefficient and ineffective. It just doesn't work. Don't be fooled by it. Don't be this parallel tasking. It's serial. Do one task, then the next, then the next. Don't do them all at the same time. And then again, what focus stands for, follow one course until successful. So if you liked the podcast and would like to see the show notes, you can go over to warriormindcoach.com for more information. While you're there, you can hear other podcasts, read some blog posts, and find out how to contact me for coaching. Since you'll be on the internet, please follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest under Warrior My Coach.